Hi and welcome everybody. I'm taking you on a little walk outside, working on figuring out this gimbal that I have, my new little setup here. But it's a little cold out today. It is the day after Thanksgiving, and of course it's Maryland, so it's a little cold. But I wanted to show you around and have a little talk with you. This video is titled 5 Side Hustles That Have Worked for Me. Now these are things that I have done to earn money. Now, I'm not going to tell you that these side hustles will make you rich, not by any stretch of the imagination. And I'm just going to tell you that they will bring in some extra income and help you out in times of need. They've paid some bills for me, to be quite honestly, over the years. Some of them are seasonal. I have one here that's a little seasonal. I'll talk about that when I get to it. But my very first one, and I know you guys know, some of you that have been here, you know that I am or have been a dog groomer over the years. I'm still doing some limited dog grooming. One of the things that just about anybody can do, and I know that some of you might be afraid to do it, but pet nail trimming. Let me tell you, it's extremely easy and you can make money doing it. You don't have to be a full-on dog groomer. You can just trim nails. You can advertise that you trim nails. You do not need a license to do it. And you will have people that will, especially elderly, who will call you up and ask you to come to their home and do their nails. Now, pricing varies depending on where you're located. Here where I'm at, I charge $10. But they come to me. I don't go to them. So you can do your research and find out what others in your area might be charging, and go from there. I will, if you request it, I will do a video on how to trim nails. It's easy. I've done everything from guinea pigs to birds to rabbits, cats. It's easy. It's not hard, and it is very, very minimal cost-wise to get set up. The second one is pet sitting. A lot of people need pet sitting. You can do that through rover.com. Or you can just advertise it on Facebook that you pet sit. You can do it in your home, or you can go to their home. Depends on what you want to do. Again, check pricing in your area with others and see what they charge. Number 3, home baking. This one is the one I was talking about that was kind of seasonal. Excuse me just a minute. It's getting quite cold. Wanted to show you all the corn is gone, as you can see, and spring will be here before you know it. So we're staying optimistic about spring. Of course, we're going to have some cold weather to get through before we get there. Anyway, back to the 5 side hustles that I have personally found have made me money. Number 3 is home baking. Selling to friends and family. Now you may ask, don't you need a license? How about the health department and all that? You can set up in a lot of states, here in Maryland, I know that you can do this. It's called a cottage industry. And as long as you're not making stuff that can cause foodborne illnesses, things that aren't fully cooked. If you're making foods like, I'm just going to say deviled eggs, for example, those would not be included in that cottage industry. Baked goods are included in that cottage industry. You need to look into it for your state. But I have made extra money over the holidays baking pies, making pumpkin rolls, and things like that for people. They want homemade, but they don't have the time to do it themselves. So you're up. You can do it, I promise you. It will make you extra cash for the holiday season. Number 4, teaching a hobby. Yes, I have done this as well. I advertise it on Facebook, and people sign up and they come to me. Of course, I do have the space to do it, but if you don't have the space, you can always check around and find out if, maybe a church you go to or somebody, a local area, and set up. You can also teach your hobby online. I highly recommend that you start a YouTube channel and you can start teaching it online. I am going to do a video later on about people over 50 and why you should be on YouTube right now. That's not this video. So the 5th one that I've done is baked dog treats. Now, of course, I am a dog groomer, so you would think that baking dog treats will go hand in hand. You can do that, and you can spread it by word of mouth. You can go visit local businesses. I've even had my dog treats put in our local vet or a consignment shop. And it's the same way with the hobbies. You can teach a hobby, but you can also make your craft and take it to local consignment shops and stuff. But these are the 5 things that I personally have done, and I find that they work. They worked for me. Again, I'm not getting rich, but I am making extra money. And in this economy and in this day, we need to make extra money. So these are a few things. Here's some things that I haven't really tried, but I've heard that they work. Actually, I have done the travel planning consultant. I've traveled a lot. I've traveled a lot to Disney, and I have had people come to me and pay me as a consultant to help them plan their Disney trip. A custom gift bag or basket creator. You can do that, especially if you like hobbies and you're doing hobbies and stuff. A local tour guide. If you live in an area where there's a lot of history, and of course you can find a lot of history in just about any area where you live, you can become a local tour guide. Photographer. Now, this is one that my husband and I have done. It's been many years. It was probably in the early 90s. We got into photography and we were doing weddings, and we were really doing well doing wedding photography. But keep in mind, there's a lot of bridezillas out there, and you'll need contracts and all of that. One that my aunt has done, and she does this seasonally. This is she buys chocolate at like the hobby stores, the Hobby Lobby, Michael's. She buys it in the little discs, and she has the molds, and she makes chocolate candies, chocolate lollipops, and different things. And she does that seasonally as well, and she makes good money. She makes enough at going to the craft fairs and selling it on consignment in different stores to buy her Christmas gifts and stuff. So she's done really well with that. It's just a thought. Pop-up craft workshops. We talked about that a little bit, about teaching a hobby. It's a craft workshop. You can advertise it, if you have a space. Even if you have a small space and you want to invite 2 or 3 people into your home and teach them a craft and charge them X amount. Do you know that libraries do a lot of that stuff? So it's something to look into. And last but not least, again, I said I didn't do these, but that's not true. Some of them I have done. This last one is bow making. I have made bows over the years, and I've enjoyed making bows. It's really fun, especially on a cold winter night. You're sitting, and you can do it in your chair if you want to. They're pretty simple, and I've made bows to sell to dog grooming shops. You can make bows and sell at craft fairs. You can make bows to give as gifts for birthdays and holidays and stuff. These are just a few of the ideas that I have. And please, if there's anything you want me to do a tutorial on here, I will be happy to do a video, and I may do it anyway. Even if you don't ask, I may share a tutorial on how to make bows. I may do a tutorial on teaching a hobby and nail trimming for pets. I promise you, these are all little side hustles that you can get started, and you can get started with them today. This video to me was, I've watched a lot of videos where people talk about, oh, side hustles, side hustles, side hustles. They want to push that, yes, and it's a great thing, but they don't consider it's not something you can start immediately making money with. I know a lot of people, and as for myself, you don't want to start a side hustle and wait a year to make money. You want to make it now. You need it now. These are things that you can start now and start making money on now. Especially the nail trims, I promise you, and the pet sitting. If you have Facebook, you can advertise. You look into it. There are YouTube channels out there that will help you get started with the pet sitting and just about everything that I mentioned here. I encourage you to look into it. And these are for people over 50, but they're for people of any age that want to start making money. I hope everyone's doing well. My next video coming up is going to be, it'll probably be tomorrow. I know that this is my second one today, but I'll probably post it tomorrow. And it's going to be, let me look and see what it is. I am working on so much. I'm doing a craft fair tomorrow with some of my altered composition books. But, okay. So tomorrow's video is going to be, let's see here. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to keep track of things that I'm talking about and things that I want to do and I want to share with you. But I was really excited about this video and helping you guys get started. Yes, tomorrow's video is going to be about embracing growth and change over 50. It's tough for some of us. I know that some of us out there are struggling. Butterfly, I want to tell you, I love you. Don't give up on your channel. Don't give up on yourself. Keep moving forward. You've got this, honey. You've got it. I promise you. Things are going to get better. Anyhow, that's it for today. Join me tomorrow. Oh, I might have another one today, and it's going to be on the biggest smorgasbord on the East Coast. I think you'll enjoy it. Tune in. I'll see you tomorrow or later on today, whichever. Thanks.